Warning: Dad space may cause spontaneous sock sorting, lawn admiration, and an irresistible urge to tell lame jokes at every opportunity.
It's time to rethink men's health. Because it doesn't just affect men, it affects us all. When men are well, the benefits ripple through families and communities. But when men are unwell and unsupported, we all feel it. We're all the real face of men's health. Be part of the solution with Movember.
Hey, welcome back to Dad Space. It's Dave. Good to have you here with me. We're still plugging away, right? It's still 30 days here in November. Hope you're enjoying the episodes and celebrating all things Dad Space. And also Movember at the same time. Just love being here with you and having these 30 days together in a row. Like, we're like besties now. So that's fun. I went through, and first of all, if you don't know how podcasting works, you're not a podcaster. Okay, I get it. You're here for Dad Space. All right, but can you just let Dave be a little bit nerdy for a second? Because I want to share with you some of the information that I get back as a host of a podcast through what is called my hosting site. That's where I record this episode, I give it to them, and then they give it to you. They're kind of like in between you and I. So, the in-between person. So, they also give back to me some pretty generic, basic information about my audience, you, and where you are, and what you're listening on, and that kind of stuff. And I have a map that shows up on my hosting site. Again, the people that give you this episode. And I can see it, and it's color-coded for all of the places where people listen to this show. And when I zoom out and see the whole globe, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of you, and you live all over the place. So I wanted to jump in and kind of pull a list as of the time of recording this episode of who's listening and where you are. Now, you might hear your country. Great. You might not hear your country. And I'd love to hear from you if you're not on this list, listening where you are, because I want to know about you. So, but I'm going to play through the list, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. No, but you can maybe hear your country represented. I'm in Canada. So there you go. This is an alphabetical list as well. So it's going to run through all the countries currently listening to Dad Space. As a listener, this is why I'm doing this. As a listener, I want you to realize that you're part of something that's pretty big as far as who listens to the show, who's sharing the show, who keeps showing up, and no matter where you are, in some city, state, province, country, there's someone else also listening to the same episodes that you are in a totally different place in this world. And that brings me a lot of joy that this show is reaching people like you. So I'm going to share my list with you. Again, if you don't hear your country mentioned and you're a listener of Dad Space, go to dadspace.ca and let me know. Voice message, whatever. I'd love to hear from you. Okay? dadspace.ca. Go there, leave a message, and I'd love to hear where you're listening to the show if you don't hear yourself mentioned in this amazing list of super amazing dads and listeners of Dad Space. So I went and grabbed all the countries represented, and I threw it into an AI tool that helps me with my voices. And because again, there's a lot of things to read, and most likely I'm going to read them wrong, openly telling you that I might mispronounce the name of your country, and I apologize, but I'm not good at that. So I leveraged AI to help me with this, and it's going to read back the list alphabetically, all of the places in the country and around the world listening to Dad Space. I just am so thrilled that you have found the show, you find it interesting, you keep coming back. That is huge, and it just means everything for me to go from an idea for a show, put it out there with no idea if anyone's ever going to listen to this, and to hear you say, yes, I'm interested in Dad Space, and I listen here. Here's the list. You're going to make me cry, but here's the list, and thank you for listening to the show. Again, put up your hand the moment you hear your country. I know people are going to think you're strange because they don't know what you're listening to right now, but just throw your hand up and go, hey, that might be me. Yeah, it's you. and thanks for listening to the show. To my AI person, are you ready? Okay. Yeah, they're getting their headphones on. All right, and they're coming to the mic. Great. Okay, here we go. Here's the list. You ready? Here it is.
Hello, this is Dave's AI voice, here to share the list of countries that listen to Dad Space. Thanks for listening. Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Botswana, Brazil, Canada, China, Czechia, Denmark, Dominican Republic, DR Congo, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, Hong Kong, Iceland, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Nigeria, Norway, Pakistan, Philippines, Poland, Qatar, Romania, Russia, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, Thailand, the Netherlands, Trinidad and Tobago, Türkiye, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United States, and Uzbekistan. Thanks for supporting the Dad Space podcast.
Awesome. All right. Yes. So there you go. If your country was mentioned, thank you for listening to Dad Space. If it wasn't, dadspace.ca is where you need to go so that we can connect. I would love to hear from you. I love to meet everybody that listens to the show, has shared the show, all that great stuff. Here's a couple just housekeeping things before I let you go. It's just a quick one today. I would love for you to, first of all, when you look at your phone as you listen to this, there's probably a way for you to follow the show or subscribe to the show. There's something that it says at the top of the screen when you scroll all the way back up to the top that says, like there's a button on Spotify, I think it's follow. And what happens when you do that is every time a new episode comes out, like the 30 episodes in 30 days, it just goes right into a folder of new listens for you, a new unheard episode. So it goes all there in one spot. You'll never lose track of, what was the name of that show again? Space Dad? No, Spacey Dads, Daddy Spacey? What was the name? I can't remember. It just goes right into that folder and it sits there waiting for you to click on all that podcasting goodness. So it's just waiting for you by following the show. You'll never miss an episode. And it's free. You don't have to pay to subscribe to the show. It's not like Netflix or streaming service or Amazon. It's not like that at all. No, it's just that it goes into a folder waiting for you to hear it. I subscribe and follow many shows, and their episodes just sit there waiting for me, waiting for the next time I have a chance to listen. So do that, follow and subscribe. That'd be great. Also, if you are on any type of app that has a way of telling people about why you love the show, we call it ratings and reviews. I don't talk about that often here on the show, but it does help people to, when they look at Dad Space and go, nobody's said anything about this show. I wonder if it's any good. By you simply saying, I like Dad Space, or giving a rating, a 5-star rating, great. You can do that on Spotify. Apple has like a review process. I think it's way down at the page. I'm not an Apple guy. I have no idea. At the bottom of the page, I think there's some way of you leaving a review. Those are great because somebody's going to read that. Somebody's going to see that, hear your comments, and go, hey, maybe this is worth a listen. It's like authors when they write a book. What do they want? Reviews. They want people to leave a review for their book because, your review might be that one thing that makes people go, I want this book. I think reviews can help us as well. Doesn't help me to grow up the charts and all that stuff. And I'm not about that. I'm about you. I'm about Dad Space. I'm about content. I'm not here to grow this into some mega thing. That'd be great. Help more dads. But your reviews, your thoughts about what's happening on Dad Space could be the thing that makes people go, I'll give the show a chance. So I would really appreciate that kind of ratings and reviews, comments. If you're on Spotify, you can comment on this episode right there on your phone as you're listening. I'm a Spotify listener. I love doing that and leaving comments. The hosts don't always respond, but I will. And I would love to hear your thoughts about Dad Space. So jump over there and on your apps, subscribe, follow the show. And the best gift I could get from you, if I could be really selfish for a moment, is I would love to hear your voice. Like, really, you hear my voice here, like now 30 episodes in 30 days, this November. I I appreciate that, but I would love to hear your voice. If you're listening from one of these countries mentioned or a country not mentioned, either way, I would love to hear your voice. Leave me a voice message. Tell me what episode you love about Dad Space. Tell me what you like about the podcast, what we could do better. You can go right to dadspace.ca, right on my website, click the SpeakPipe link at the bottom of the page, and leave me a voice message. It comes right to me in an email. I can click play and hear your amazing dad voice. If you got a dad joke, if you just want to have fun and share whatever you got, I'll bring you into the show. Your voice, your message into an upcoming episode of Dad Space by simply going there and doing that. I want to hear from you. It would be great. It would make my heart happy. And to know that any one of you on any one of those countries listed earlier, thank you so much for being part of Dad Space. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Remember, this is Movember. Go to Movember.com. Check out how you can be involved. It's not too late. And help raise money for men's mental health, men's physical health, and also talk about what's going on for men and how we can build community, not just here on Dad Space, but through Movember and through this month of focusing on men's stories and men's support. I'd love for you to be a participant in that. Thank you for being part of Dad Space. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you listening around the world. You make my heart happy. I'll be back tomorrow with more Dad Space. Thank you. Take care. Talk soon. Cheers.
We all know a man of few words. A man who wasn't exactly gifted the gab. With him, it's always a one-sided conversation. He was once told that a picture says 1,000 words, which is why he never posts them. Invite him for a quiet one, and you'll get exactly that.
How's work?
And when asked to say a few words...
Mark Davis. Well done, Mark. Come up here. Come on.
Thanks. He takes it literally.
Short and sweet, Mark.
He's the type of man who'd sing an instrumental at karaoke.
Have you been to
He's often described as a
Francis?
good listener.
Really nice.
Well, is that many socks, honestly? There you go. So they go up there.
But he's never been famous for his goodbyes. But even a man of the fewest words knows that when times are tough, a few words just aren't enough. So if you're feeling like things just aren't quite right, be a man of more words. Tell someone, because talking saves lives.